Absorption costing or full costing. Absorption costing is a product costing method that includes all the manufacturing cost in the cost of a unit of a product. Sa absorption costing or full costing, ang manufacturing cost is equal to direct materials plus direct labor plus variable overhead plus fixed overhead. So, pag absorption, ang product cost niya is materials plus labor plus overhead. Variable overhead tsaka fixed overhead. Kapag naman variable costing is a product costing method that includes only the variable manufacturing cost in the cost of a unit of a product. That is, under ng variable costing, ang manufacturing cost is equal to direct materials plus direct labor plus yung variable overhead lang. Kapag variable costing, ang manufacturing cost niya is equal to materials plus labor plus variable overhead lang. And sa variable costing, under variable costing method, fixed factory overhead is treated as period cost. So kapag variable costing, ang fixed factory overhead is not part ng product cost. Kapag variable costing, ang fixed factory overhead ay period cost. Kapag naman absorption, ang fixed factory overhead is product cost. Okay. Income statement under absorption costing. So, kapag absorption costing, ganito ang itsura ng income statement. So, we're in sales, less cost of sales equals gross profit. Then, expense, less expense, less net income. Kapag naman income statement ng variable costing, so sales, less variable cost equals contribution margin, less fixed cost equals net income. So, ito yung contribution margin income statement. So, kung naaalala nyo pa to sa ating nung tayo ay nasa topic ng cost volume profit analysis, lagi natin ginagamit itong contribution margin income statement. So, gagamitin ulit din natin ito as computation din ng net income kapag variable costing yung ating gagamiting product costing method. Okay, illustration tayo, problem solving, absorption costing, and variable costing. And we are required to determine the following. Number 1, product cost per unit under absorption costing. Number 2, product cost per unit under variable costing. Then net income or income under absorption, income under variable costing. Then i-determine din natin yung cost of ending inventory under absorption costing and cost of ending inventory under variable costing. So number 1 muna tayo. During the year 2020, Wow Corporation's production was equal to its normal capacity of 1,000 units. It sold 900 units at a price of 50 per unit. Okay, selling price natin is 50. Then ito given yung total cost and cost per unit. We have direct materials, direct labor, variable factory overhead, fixed factory overhead. Then, meron ding variable selling and administrative at fixed selling and administrative expense. Okay. So, product cost per unit under absorption costing. So, naaalala nyo pa ang total manufacturing cost under absorption costing. Total manufacturing cost is equal to direct materials plus direct labor plus variable factory overhead, plus fixed factory overhead. Okay, apply natin sa problem. Product cost per unit under absorption costing. So, given dito yung total cost and yung cost per unit. Product cost per unit, direct materials, 12. plus direct labor 10 plus variable factory overhead 8 plus fixed factory overhead 6 per unit. 12 plus 10 plus 8 plus 6, product cost per unit under absorption ay 36 pesos per unit. Now, how about kapag naman variable costing yung method? So, tandaan nyo pa, kapag variable costing, ang product cost niya ay, or total manufacturing cost niya ay, direct materials plus direct labor plus yung variable factory overhead lang. Kasi kapag variable costing, ang treatment niya sa fixed factory overhead is not a product cost. Itong fixed factory overhead under variable costing, ang treatment sa fixed factory overhead ay period cost. So, 12 plus 10 plus 8 lang. 12 plus 10 plus 8, that is 30 peso per unit. 30 pesos per unit. Yung product cost per unit under variable costing. Next natin, income under absorption costing. Income under absorption costing. So, dito na lang sa space provided sa baba. Number 3. Okay. Kapag income under absorption costing, so ang gamitin nating formula would be sales less cost of sales less expenses equals net income. So, sa sales muna tayo. Sales. How much is the sales? Nakabenta siya ng 900 units at 50 per unit. That is 45,000 less cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold natin, so 900 units yung nabenta. So, ang product cost natin under absorption ay materials plus labor plus variable plus fixed overhead. So, sa direct materials, 900 times 12. 900 times 12, that is 10,800. Direct labor, 900 times 10, 9,000. Variable factory overhead, 900 times 8, that is 7,200. And fixed factory overhead, 900 times 6, that is 5,400. Total cost of sales under absorption ay 32,400. Gross profit, 45 minus 32.4, that is 12,600. Then less expense. Variable selling and administrative expense. 900 times 5, that is 4,500. And fixed selling and administrative expense na 3,000. Total expense is 7,500. Net income under absorption costing would be 12.6 minus 7.5. That is 5,100. So, answer natin sa number 3, net income is 5,100. Okay, number 4. income under variable costing. So, pag variable costing, ang income statement natin would be contribution margin, income statement. So, sales will remain the same lang naman, 45,000 less variable cost. So, ano-ano yung mga variable cost dito? Direct materials. 900 times 12, that is 10,800. Direct labor, 900 times 10, 9,000. Variable factory overhead, 900 times 8, 7,200. Ano pa yung mga variable dito? Variable cost. Ito, yung variable selling and administrative na 900 times 5. 4,500. Okay. Total variable cost under variable costing ay 31,500. Contribution margin is 45 minus 31.5. That is 13,500. Less fixed cost. Ano-ano yung mga fixed cost? Yung fixed factory overhead na 6,000 at yung fixed selling and administrative expense 3,000. Total fixed cost ay 9,000 pesos. So net income under variable costing, 13.5 minus 9, that is 4,500. So sagot natin sa number 4, 4,500. Okay. Cost of ending inventory under ng absorption. So, magkano yon? Okay, alamin muna natin yung quantity ng inventory. So, dito na lang, number 5. Ang production ng corporation ay 1,000. Tapos, nakabenta sila ng 900. Therefore, yung quantity on hand nila at the end of the period is 100 units. 100 units. So, pag sa number 5, yung 100 units na quantity, i-multiply lang natin yan ng sagot natin sa number 1, which is yung product cost under absorption. 100 times 36, that is 3,600. And yung number 6 naman, cost of ending inventory under variable costing. So, quantity is 100 times yung sagot natin sa number 2, product cost per unit under variable costing, which is 30. The answer is 3,000 pesos.